With the help of pollster Frank Luntz.
The pollster Frank Luntz is here.
Frank Luntz, you are a master at words.
Highly respected.
He is the guru of politics.
One of the most sought-after political analysts in the world.
Internationally renowned.
Frank Luntz, the Nostradamus of pollsters.
Frank Luntz is the world's expert at finding out what people think.
Everyone grab your dials, please.
While the audience watches the president's performance, its reaction is being measured sentence by sentence, translated electronically to a television screen.
It's almost like an EKG. It gets inside your heart and inside your head. So we know how they're reacting to every word, to every phrase, even facial expressions.
He's provocative.
How many do you think that Democrats have more sex than Republicans? Applaud.
Controversial.
What we found was that people actually like the ads better this year than they did last year. And those companies' chief marketing officers, their jobs may be on the line.
Okay.
Funny.
Obama was campaigning door to door, trying to find those last undecided voters. Hillary Clinton was going door to door, trying to find Bill.
And he always gets to the truth, because Frank is Frank.
30-second ad is very powerful in American politics, but it doesn't determine who wins and who loses. It's interesting, some of you heard this before. Barack Obama spent the last 72 hours campaigning door to door, knocking on 500 doors, trying to find the last undecided voters. Hillary Clinton was knocking on those same 500 doors trying to find Bill Clinton. So, but what about the process? Both of you participated in politics. Both of you come from a world that creates an alternative universe. Is this the right way?
You know, we're all supposed to pretend democracy works. Well, what percentage of people vote in this country?
Yeah, it was 59% in the last.
59%, 41%. My dentist is one of the nicest men. He won't be bothered to vote. This is the best dentist in Santa Barbara.
I didn't know the British
the
had
whole thing
dentists.
is so ridiculous. What? What did you say?
I didn't know the British had dentists.
When you're asked to speak on...
Just for the record, the British are so poor they can't even afford socks anymore. He's British, he'll go under there.
What did you say?
Who are the Florida people here? Okay, I would not admit that if I were.
Are you proud of being from Florida?
You know, I've been kind of...
You can't even count.
Yes. My grandmother can do 6 bingo cards at the same time. She can figure out how to vote. Why can't you guys? So Kerry was down in Florida, and that kid stands up and starts protesting him. And so he yells out, "Don't taser me, bro." And they still stuck him. I think you guys heard about this. First person ever electrified from a John Kerry speech. Innovation, invention, creativity, automation, productivity. These are powerful words that transcend the red line and the green line. Never do politicians speak where both Republicans and Democrats agree. It doesn't happen anymore. We can't even go out for dinner because usually between the appetizer and the main course, food ends up on everyone. We haven't learned to cooperate on innovation. There is no differentiation between Republicans and Democrats and between the 21-year-old and the 81-year-old because everyone defines innovation their own way. Governor Napolitano, when you communicate right here the consequences of failure, this is perfect language. Let's take a look.
Part of innovation is recognizing that there will be failures. There will be research projects into new pharmas, and that new drug doesn't work. The tests don't play out. There'll be research into a new kind of material to make a more energy efficient, say, housing material, and it turns out, A, it's not cheap, or it's not manufacturable, or both, or what have you. Those things happen. So when you're talking about fostering innovation, you're building that already into your calculus. And by the way, more people ought to be taking calculus.
The things that got us here
Keep going.
will not get us there. And I believe that. And if we don't innovate, we're going to die. I think literally and figuratively, the race is on to try to bring forward next generation technologies and applications and ideas and inventions. And if Minnesota and America aren't leaders in that effort, we're going to be left behind. And that's going to be to great detriment to our people and the citizens that we serve.
Now, if we don't innovate, we're going to die. Is there something you want to tell us?
No, I've talked enough about that today.
You're much too young. What this is about the future. And Governor Sebelius, when you talk about your children, you've personalized innovation in a way that people can feel it and they understand it. By the way, we conducted these interviews using innovative technologies so that I wasn't in the room with her when I was asking her questions. She was holding up a phone, and she will see in a moment. The language is perfection because it is personal, it is human, and most importantly, it is aspirational. For those of you, I see a few people taking notes, the power of innovation is that it helps people, it allows them to inspire and aspire to things that are greater.
This is what's going on with the public. These are the things that they want. We asked a very simple question. What do you want more of that you don't have enough of? There's a difference, though, between men and women. The number one answer for guys is more money. We want this. This is my George Costanza imitation here. We want this to be as thick as it possibly can be. The number one answer for women, what is it? More time, exactly. Women are more likely to run the budgets for their house. Women are more likely to be responsible for the kids. Women are more likely to deal with the health care, not only for their family, but for their parents and for their husband's parents. Women are more likely to be doing all these things. And what they're looking for? This is my favorite. I want a show of hands of everyone in this room. How many of you believe that you have a career? That you are in a career right now? Raise your hands. Okay, now put them down. How many of you believe you have a job? Raise your hands. All the people with hands up that say they have a job are leaving. It is the number one indicator. If someone says to you, yeah, yes, my job is to out as many people as I can in 40 minutes. A career is something that you look forward to going to. It's something that you can't wait to do. It's something that you do nights and weekends. A job is something that you do from 9 to 5. And so we are much more focused on careers, and yet we think politicians should create jobs because politicians can't create careers. That's our job to do.